Hello, culinary critics, and welcome back to Diner Bros 2 and to Donut Bros. So, in this episode, we are going to continue with our donut making empire. See how I want to set this up. I think I'm going to put that there. You know what? I actually still like this stuff over here. I think that's going to work out fine for me for right now. We're just going to put these cabinets in here so that way they are out of the way. We're going to go with this setup, I think. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely for me. Alright, let's try that. See how it goes. Actually, you know what? There we go. Move it out one more just so it's a little bit easier on us.
Drip. Yahoo! Ow!
Alright.
Yahoo!
We got a glazed donut here.
Woohoo! Go!
There we are.
Woohoo!
Looking forward to getting the waitress, so I have some help in doing all of this.
Huh?
Alright.
Woohoo!
Really, though, it's not so bad. Pretty straightforward of how this one goes. I'm sure it will get more complicated at a point,
Cat?
but especially when we're just selling donuts, it works out pretty easily. Really, I want a second table in so that way I can earn more money per day.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll probably end up doing, is I will go ahead and have like a little area outside there where I put the donuts and such, and that way the waitress can just take what she needs.
Mm? Yahoo!
There we go. We're gonna get another percent. Oh, we're gonna get a construction worker, so he's gonna want 2 donuts.
Woohoo!
So he just wants the 2 donuts at the same time, so that's good to know. Are we going to get anyone else in? Yes,
Yeah.
we will. Alright, he just wants a plain donut. Gotta make some more batter for him, but you know what? That's not the end of the world. Fresh out of the fryer there for you.
Woohoo!
You have a good evening there, sir. Alright, let's see what we have to buy.
Welcome.
A coffee maker. Okay, then we have to serve 40 customers. I'm guessing that's going to be our waitress.
Thanks.
For now, though, I'll take the coffee maker. Kitchen only. Oh, well, that's not fun. Oh, good lord. This one's going to be more complex, too. Yeah, this one's much more complex. Alright, so we gotta grab the coffee, put it into there, brew, and then we gotta fill and serve. Ugh. Yeah. You don't have another thing of cups with you. I would like another thing of cups. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do is put the cups over here. Move that down there. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
That. Huh?
Complex orders, to say the least now. Alright. Let's get this guy his donut. Then we need coffee with sugar. Oh, and vanilla.
Uh-huh. Yahoo!
Get out of here. Alright.
Huh?
You just want a glazed donut?
Yahoo! Go! Woohoo!
Alright.
Hi.
2 glazed donuts.
Yahoo!
Or 2 frosted donuts. Ooh. Alright, then we need the coffee. with the vanilla in it. There we go. Now we need a glazed donut. It has definitely become more of a rush in a hurry. Alright. I'm wondering what, if anything, my servers can do. Like, can they add the sweetener and stuff? Alright, we got a hot water for him. Ooh, alright. Yeah, that coffee machine just added to the difficulty quite a bit.
Welcome.
Alright, first things first then. These are getting out of my kitchen. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Running shoes. Alright, that could be good. Blueberry tea. Oh, good lord. So many different things. Let's go with milk next. Milk is combined with coffee as well. Alright. So what we're gonna do is alright. We'll go with that. And this table also is gonna get moved to about here. Alright. Plain donut for the guy, so there you go. And then you want coffee with cream and vanilla. All right, I think we've got it down.
Uh-huh.
Plain donut.
Yahoo! Bet.
You want a coffee with everything in it. Easy enough.
Woohoo! Drip. Ow!
As I said, I'm getting the hang of it some. I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit, even though it is getting more
Hello.
challenging. All right, so we need this donut covered in vanilla, and then we need the hot water. Rub his cup on the floor just for some added seasoning.
Woohoo! Hello.
Part of me wants to put two of them on the plate together and see if I can frost them both at the same time.
Ooh. Hi.
All right.
Huh? Woohoo!
Oh, for some reason I wasn't remembering she had the water. All right, got that. Let's make that donut. Getting everything a batter ready.
Cat.
All right, you want a coffee with everything in it.
Yahoo! Cat. Ow! Hi.
You want a glazed donut? Sure thing. There we go.
Woo!
All right. I think what I'm going to do is move this
Welcome.
over here. You know, I don't even want it there. Sort of the same with these. I mean, these are sort of out of my way right now, unless I need to put something else there. Let's see what he has to sell. He has a blueberry tea, which I would like to have.
Thanks.
All right, so let's go ahead and put this over here. Actually, you know what? No, I think it still has to be in. No, it doesn't. Oh, that space won't work though. All right. We'll put it right there. Because once I have the one, I don't need another one. I'm guessing this is combined with hot tea. Or the hot water. Yeah, boil the hot water, combine with that, serve. Got it. Alrighty. Let's try this new layout. Grab the coffee pot, put it over there. Not the milk.
Huh? Huh?
Alright, so the easier of the two is the guy wants a glazed donut. No, he does not. He wanted a vanilla frosted donut. Oy. Not starting out well here. Alright, so that's that. Let's get the water. Oh, come on. There we go. Get him taken care of. Then we need the coffee with the works. No, we don't. We need a tea with the works.
No.
Alright. Let's get his there. That's actually for him too. So we need
Woohoo! Uh-huh.
there we go. Alright.
Woohoo!
Very complicated right now as to all the orders and stuff. But you know what? We'll get it down.
Yahoo!
I just need a teenager basically to come in and drink that coffee. So that won't be the end of the world. Alright, we need a frosted donut.
Woo!
Alright.
Oosh.
I'm curious. Yes, you can. Alright, so I can do that. I gotta really hope that that's what he
No.
wants. And of course it's not. Because that would have been too easy. Alright, well. We now know that works. That does make things a little bit simpler there when I can do that. Alright, he wants plain donut. And he wants a blueberry tea with sugar.
Yeah.
You want a glazed donut? There's no way I can take one of those off, is there? Doesn't look like it. a glazed donut. Alright, and then you want coffee with vanilla. There we go. Didn't have one teenager come in to get that, their drink. That smacker. We're still at the one table, but really, I feel like that's enough for me for right now. Oh, we can renovate already? That's interesting. Oh, we got chocolate as well. Gotta get the chocolate.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Chocolate donut.
Go.
Glazed donut. Donut.
Woo. Yahoo.
I don't know how to serve that.
Hello.
Alright, we need 2 frosted. Very curious how I'm supposed to serve a frosted. Or like a milkshake.
Woohoo.
Feel like they need to explain that to me.
Hello. Woohoo. Yahoo. Hello.
There we go.
Woo. Ooh.
Um, that's that. And he wants 1 chocolate and 1 vanilla. Really? Knew that was a possibility of happening.
Ooh.
Alright.
Wow.
Alright. that, that, just like that. There we go. Need a plain donut.
Woohoo!
Somebody's gonna come in, right, for that frosted.
Bed.
Alright, you want milk, sugar, vanilla, coffee. Or I could just dump it on the floor. You know what? I'm just gonna get another cup. Then, just for good measure, I'm gonna smack you with a stick, since I can. Hey, you want a glazed donut. Perfect. Thank you, buddy.
Yahoo! Hi.
Alright. So you want a chocolate donut. We'll get that for you first. And then you want a blueberry milk tea. Nice.
Woohoo! Welcome.
It has gotten complicated as far as orders. But you know what? That is not the end of the world. There is a server, but I don't have the money for her. Oh no. Alright, that's unfortunate. I think what I'm gonna do is take this piece, put that there, put that out there. Yeah, for now I'm gonna do that. Once I have a server, I might change that up.
Hi.
Alright, we got one glazed, one chocolate. There's the glazed. There's your water. There's your coffee.
Woohoo!
There's your chocolate. There's your vanilla. There's your hot water.
Woohoo! Cat.
Alright, you want fully loaded coffee.
Slay. Ow.
Not sure I would want a third fryer. There's part of me that's sort of like, I would go with an air fryer. But at the same time, I think that would just get too hectic.
Huh?
There we go. Definitely want the waitress.
Hello.
Alright, blueberry. Yeah, this layout is working for me overall. I'm pretty pleased with it. So that's a good thing. Oh boy. Alright, he wants a blueberry tea. Let me get that for him first. Then let's get a donut in the fryer. Chocolate. There you go, sir. Get a coffee with sugar and milk. There we go. Got everything all ready to go for any of the orders we could have. Alright. I know there's some big donuts. I was about to comment on the fact that she was eating it with a fork and knife, but those are some giant donuts there.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze them up for you. There you go. Always like to stay in the kitchen when the person's eating. I feel it's rude not to. Oh, we got a kid coming.
Hello.
Alright, that's what I figured. Let me get a cup. There we go. Alright, we'll get that one in chocolate. That one in vanilla.
Go.
Alright. We need a blueberry, milk, hot water.
Hello.
And we need 2 donuts here. There we go. Took care of both of those customers. As it hopefully will now have the waitress. That would be a nicety.
Welcome.
Bananas. And we don't have the waitress. That is not what I had hoped for. I don't really need to renovate right now. You know what? Actually, I'm going to renovate right now. Oh, we now have an order window. I like it. All right, that'll work out nicely for us. If I'm not mistaken, I can do something like this. Put her here and she can access all of those. Yeah, that's what we will do. Then we'll have the bananas say right there or something like that. All right, but I think that's enough for today. We're going to go ahead and end this episode here. If you enjoyed the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you. I hope to see you all back for more of Diner Bros 2.